We're doing our bending exercises, as you can see. Good for you. Now, we're fixing to do our give to the bit. Good. Good. Oh, Lordy. Now, bend a little bit. Drop the one rein. Drop this one. Switch back. Now, yes, ma'am. And let's give to the bit. Now, kind of trying to stretch things. There you go. Now I'm fixing to pick this left foot up and set it back. Now to right. Now to left. Now to right. Now to left. Okay. Then what I'm fixing to do is just barely pick up the right rein and tip her nose with support from the left rein, and I'm going to move this left leg back and ask her to move her hip over. Okay. And then I'm fixing to just pick up on the left rein, support with the right so she doesn't walk off. Move this left leg back and ask her to move her hip over the opposite direction. Then I'm going to square my hands up, have her head in the middle, pick up her left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Okay. Now, you noticed her head was bent a little bit left, and I'm fixing to turn this left toe out a little bit and ask her to move her hip over. And with support from this right rein, I'm able to keep her from moving forward. Now I'm fixing to barely tip her nose to the right. Move this right leg back. Okay. Step her back. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Now what I'm fixing to do is lay this left leg in, tip her nose left, and we're going to step over to the right. Now, that took very little. Now what I'm doing is closing this right leg into her and asking her to come around a little bit. I had to use that spur some. Okay. And now we're fixing to stop. I'm fixing to pick her left foot up and set it back. Now to right. Now to left. Now to right. I'm fixing to just tip her nose. Okay, and you notice that I did very little on this left rein to keep her from moving forward, but I turned this right toe out a little bit and ask her to move her hind end around. Now what I'm fixing to do is move this left leg back, and I'm picking up this left rein and asking her to, number one, move that left foot. All right, I'm gonna turn this left toe out a little bit. She's trying to, good, and we finally got that hip over. Now what I'm fixing to do is lay this right leg in and step her over. Good. Now, Now, good for you. I'm fixing to close this left leg beside her at the girth and ask her to bring this front end around. Now, fixing to set down, boom. Pick this left foot up and set it back. Now the right, now the left. Now, and I'm fixing to ask her to right, left, right, left. Now, I'm not asking her to get in a hurry. You know, she and I will build speed later on when we get our cues down really well. Now, what I'm fixing to do is pick up these reins and just ask her to drop her head. Now watch as I lift. And she comes back to that bit a little bit. Now, pick up the left foot. Now, I'm fixing to lift my head, pick up the right foot and set it back, or I'm sorry, left foot. Okay. Now, I'm fixing to lift my head, pick up the left foot and set it back. Good. Now, and when I get ready to move her, I'm fixing to close this left leg beside her at the girth and step her off to the left. I held it a little while, so she said, well, we'll make a turn. And I said, no, ma'am, we're gonna come back to the left. And I closed that right leg on her. Now, don't get luggy on me. See, I don't like for this mare to drop her head way down into that bit. I want her to keep this head up here a little bit so that she gets those feet out of the ground a little easier. When she starts dropping that head and getting heavy in the front end, those front feet don't come out of the ground quite as well.